Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Happy New Year once again. It's Irad, and since 2024 has now came to an end, we are going to talk about financials here. Now, the official financials for 2023 have not been released yet. Usually CAG released them early at year plus one. We're not there yet because they are obviously still in holidays. I suppose that they are going to be released early next week, usually early January. That's when we see the financials for the previous year. So for example, for 2022 we saw them at early 2024. For 2021 we saw them early 2023, and so on. So that's why early 2025 we should see the financial reports for 2023. 2023, which was a very interesting year, as you can see right here, record-breaking year here at $117 million. The previous year, 2022, was also a record-breaking year at $113 million. But if you remember the financials from that year, CIG barely broke even here, with just a tiny little profit and a lot of expenses that had risen. So it's going to be really interesting to see if in 2023 CIG's expenses have risen even more, and if despite making $5 additional million that year, they are going to also proportionally increase their profits, or if the profits are going to get even more reduced, or if it's going to be even a deficit. That we don't know. However, there were concerns for 2024. Now, there were not so many concerns all the way until September. As you can see in September here, we actually were ahead of 2023. So that was actually quite a promising month for September. September is usually quite slow, right? Because SeasonCon and then the IAE are coming. So these are the big sales for the Cloud Imperial games. People know that they are going to spend money later on. So usually we don't spend that much money, in July, August, September. These are quiet months, right? So we were behind schedule, but we had a really good September here that made us ahead of the previous year, right? And then there was October. Then there was SeasonCon. The SeasonCon, I would say, in terms of sales, was rather lackluster, but that's perhaps because the ships and vehicles were not that exciting as well, right? In 2023, CIG made $15 million, but in 2024 only $9 million, right? So that is significantly less compared to the previous years, and so there were concerns that because the ships this year were not as exciting as they were last year, and it's not just the ships but also the flight model, right? Let's also acknowledge that there are quite a few people out there who are not happy with the flight model. I am not one of them. I'm rather neutral. I'm always there. I'm coming along for the ride. I'm more interested in FPS combat or things that are on the ground. Flying ships is not my forte. It's not my specialty. I appreciate it, of course, right? I'm glad it's there, but it's not my level of expertise. I'm more of an FPS guy. So that's why you're not going to see me complain about master mode, simply because I know nothing about flying ships, and I'm just there for the ride. So that's why I'm not going to be among them. But I understand that a lot of the community here were not happy with master modes, have not been happy, and have decided to close their wallets. This could be perhaps a result of that ongoing mood here with the community. And then there was also November. Now, there were high hopes, of course, for the Intergalactic Aerospace Expo, because more ships were coming. The big ships were there for sale. Every time there's like the Javelin, the Idris, there's the Polaris also that finally came out, right? So was supposed to bring a little bit of hype as well. But again, if you compare to the previous months here, let's have a look at, let's go back even to 2020, right? Where we made $17 million, 2021, $22 million, $23 million for 2022. And $28 million for 2023. Let's look at 2024, and we are back to $20 million, right? So it's still better than 2021. Well, actually, no. because 2021 was 22 million, right? So it's still better than 2020, right? But this month of November was beaten by 2021, 2022, and 2023. So yeah, pretty disappointing in terms of sales here, especially if we're looking for growth for Star Citizen. This is a project that always, needs to grow because we're having more and more developers. A lot of these were sent to Squadron 42, but Squadron 42 is feature complete now in polishing phase, so more people are going back to Star Citizen. Does it mean that now perhaps we're going to scale down in terms of workforce? That probably we're going to see that in 2025. That being said, it would still be healthy if we would keep on growing, because there will be more people joining the game, more people creating new accounts, new people also getting new ships, right? So in theory, these are charts that should be going higher and higher, and it's not the case. 2024 we came to a halt here. December is out with $19 million. That's huge. Let's be honest here. December, we broke all records for December in 2024. I think that this month of December really saved CIG for 2024, but we still fell short of last year here by $1 million. Again, the financials are not out yet for 2024. Obviously, for 2023 will be a good indication to know how the expenses are going here with CIG. So this should give us an indication as of the trend for 2024. It all depends on the expenses here. If indeed at $117 million CIG can generate a decent profit, then falling short by $1 million compared to the year before would not be that much of a big deal, right? But if they can't make a profit because they hire too many people, or they gave too many salary increases, or season con costs too much, we don't know yet what these expenses are, right? Then that is obviously a problem. Now, of course, December we had the Mirai Guardian. That was a really good sale. Also, CIG did something really good this year. Finally, something I've been asking for many years at this point. CIG did extend the IAE to the beginning of December. That's good, because a lot of people by the end of the month, they're having difficulties meeting ends meet, and they don't have they're out of money, right? Out of maybe not out of money, but out of disposable income. Now the sales goes on, beginning of the month, people get paid. They can maybe make a little sacrifice and buy an extra ship if that really is something that I think is reasonable. So perhaps that explains why also December here is getting more money, because they decided to extend the sale to December instead of being stuck within the month of November for the IAE. So it's also possible that a lot of that November money from the previous years went into December because of that. And that's perhaps how December was saved, if I may say so. So there we have it. $19 million here for December. That's really, really good here. It's more than twice what we had the year before. But again, I think it's because of the IAE. And so we're finishing the year with $116 million. Will that be enough to guarantee that CIG's financials remain in the green? Well, we'll have to see. That is all for today's video, guys. I hope that this gave some good information about what's going on with CIG. Are you optimistic? Do you think 2025 is going to break records, or do you think it's going to stay on par with what was done over the past 2 years, or are we going to continue going backwards and perhaps go back to 2023 levels? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. As far as I'm concerned, I think it really depends on the ships that are coming, and it really depends on the success of 4.0. If CIG managed to fix 4.0, if they manage to bring out all the features and it turns out to be a fun and engaging experience, then I think that 2025 is going to be awesome. But of course, that remains to be seen still. Alright, I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a wonderful day, guys. Cheers. It's been Irad. I'll see you guys in the next time.